This is Mischievous Mel, live from Rockwell, Unscene Music Magazine and Tattoo.com. And I am sitting next to a legend in your own right. Sir, would you like to introduce yourself?
Max Cavalera.
See, I'm glad
Many bands.
You are. Like I said, you're a legend. I mean, it is rare to sit down with an icon such as yourself. I mean, you've inspired probably 90% of these people that are on stage now.
Thank you.
mean,
You're too nice.
I mean, well, it's especially being from LA. You go and you see people and you see them watch bands, and they're all too cool to like other bands. But I'm like, somebody had to inspire you. Your guys' name comes up a lot.
Yeah, it's been a great journey. Like I can't complain. We started very young. Me and Igor. It was like I think I was 13. He was 12 when we first started. Back in Brazil, which is not a rock place. So it's been a long road to get to where we are right now. But now we've been doing it for so long. It's just awesome. Just enjoying the fruits of your labor type situation.
Well, you started very young. What got you into that?
First show I saw was Queen, so I have to say Queen.
Really?
Yeah, which is not what you expect from the music I play, but
that's why. Did you see the look on my face? I was like, really?
But I still love Queen. I think for that kind of arena rock, they're the best. Freddie Mercury was a great front man. They were like very amazing live, and they could play a lot of different stuff. I think that's kind of that rubbed it on me a little bit on the stuff I do. I try to do a lot of different stuff with my music as well. So I think on that area, I can see the Queen influence on that.
So how did you ever picture yourself one day being the person selling out those arenas, like people there? I mean, that's got to be pretty freaking surreal the first time that happened.
Yeah, I mean, you don't think that when you're a kid, you just want to have fun. That's and that's really the reason why we started playing. It wasn't even for money or anything like that, because we couldn't get any. We were poor, and couldn't get girls either, so it wasn't for that either. So a lot of guys getting bands to get girls, and they're getting bands for money. We was neither. There was no girls and there was no money, but there was a lot of metal and a lot of anger, for being poor and all that. So that translated into some really cool stuff. We were getting a lot of emotions out, a lot of anger out. So it was like the beginning of the Sepultura career. It was very exciting.
So how old were you when you started Sepultura? Because I know that's a legendary project as well.
Yeah.
And you've said you've been around for a while. And I just, your passion, I mean, you can still see it. Like you say, we're getting it out. Some people might say drip. I would say no, it fucking explodes out of you.
Yeah, I mean, officially I think we're forming in 83.
Wow.
I think our first EP came out in 85. 84. I think the first LP 85. So it's like 32, 33 years, something like that. It's a long time.
Well, I mean, it's like I said, it's amazing to me. You are such a legend, and most people would expect you to be like scary, and you are a very sweet man.
Yeah.
Can I say that? Can I say you're sweet, or am I like ruining your metal facade here?
I mean, it's like when you do your show, it's a transformation. I was like possessed. My nickname in early September was Max Possessed.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, which was like something I chose because I was always into stuff like that, because my mom is she's a high priestess of a Brazilian religion called Candomblé, which is very spiritual. And Candomblé is a bit like, it's like a good, like voodoo, but like the good side, not the dark
magic
side, kind of like that. So I was always around her when they did the rituals, and I saw a lot of people getting possessed, and I always liked that. And when my mom came to see my first show, she mentioned that. She goes, "It looks like one of my rituals, what you guys are doing, because you're not the same son on the stage that you are at home." Because at home I'm all mellow and stuff, and on the stage it's a whole another layer of madness.
So basically, one could say you are the soundtrack to a possession. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
as much as you could still do it. You know, I think like metal. I think is very spiritual. People don't think that because they just relate metal to like negative stuff, but I don't see it like that. I see more like being very liberating. When I play live, sometimes I try to sometimes not reach so robotic and follow the songs, but go into some kind of trance jam. It doesn't happen every night, but some nights happen, and it's kick-ass. It's really, really awesome.
so you want to feel the music.
Just
You
getting
want to be
trance.
the music.
Getting trance. Don't even know where you are. Get transported somewhere else, you know? And sometimes it happens, and it's really awesome.
That's beautiful. That is one of the because I always tell people that music heals, and like you're saying, metal gets such a negative rap. But what people don't understand that aren't in the metal community is when you see them all out here, it's the great equalizer. They all come together from every walks of life for that one thing, and that's metal. And it's
Yeah.
just
Different races.
how does it feel to be like the person bringing them all together?
It's great, you know. I mean, like a festival like today. Like we only had half an hour, but it was explosive half an hour. It was just like somebody just dropped an atomic bomb. It's like, and we're out. And I love that. It's like so. It's weird. It's like because our regular show is an hour and 15, an hour and 20. You know, it's a long, dragged out
experience.
process. Yeah.
Well, this is an experience too. So
Yeah.
how did you decide how to cut it down and make it concise? Was that hard for
that's
you?
How much time we have? They gave us 30 minutes, so we have to work with that 30 minutes. So we made a special set list, like the most powerful songs we could fit in 30 minutes.
And you have such a small library, you know,
Yeah.
right? Like you could probably play for like 6 hours.
Well, we're supposed to be playing just roots, because that's where we're booked under. You know, it's return to roots.
I was getting back to that too, so I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah, so it's like we play a kind of a compilation of the best stuff of roots. You know, we just left out some songs that we don't think needed to be played today, but we just played the most kick-ass ones for the festival. And we had a great reaction. The crowd wanted more when we got done. So you can, as a musician, you can ask for more than the crowd asking, we want more. You know, it's like, that's the best way to leave a stage. Leave them wanting more, you know. Don't overdo it. Don't stay too long till they get tired of you. They don't want any more. If you leave them hungry, that's good, you know. That's a good feeling.
That's awesome. Well, what is next for you? Like you said, roots, but I mean, is there any other projects or things that you're working on? Any secrets you want to tell me and 1,000 of my closest friends?
Well, this year we're pretty much busy with roots all the way to the Christmas. Like I literally get home one day before Christmas, you know, which is crazy. I never done that before, and because we in a week we go to Europe. We have a big European tour, and then we fly from Moscow to Rio, and then we start the South American tour that goes all the way to Christmas, and then we have the holidays, and then next year there's other things I want to do, like new Soulfly record. Next year is 20 years of Soulfly, so it's a big important date for me, you know. So I'm gonna try to make a record out of it. And I have my other project that I really like, which is Killer Be Kill,
Okay.
which is the guy from Mastodon and Dillinger Escape Plan, and that thing is just fun. That's just pure fun. Yeah, there's no stress. I just go there and have fun, write riffs, play guitar, sing a little bit, and just enjoy it. You know, there's no stress.
I like to sit down next to you and you're just like, yeah, I'm in roots and I'm in this, and you're freaking amazing.
Yeah,
So I'm just sitting here like, oh my god, like, do you know who I'm sitting next to? So now before I like totally embarrass myself, which I think I already did, but you know, hey, why not? Let's move on to ink. You've got some beautiful ink, and I'm hoping you got good story. Well, I'm sure you do. Your stories are great. So if you want to tell us about your ink.
Yeah, one of most famous one is the eyeballs. I've seen a lot of people with those. I make them with Paul Booth. Paul Booth was the artist that
I know.
that made them. They're based on Clockwork Orange, on the scene when the guy's like, he's making him watch the movies. Yeah, with the. But we you know, I went overboard and put nails. There's like nails holding the eyes open, and this one there's like kind of a clamp. Yeah, this one is my first one. That's a design from my brother Igor. This one says Sepultura in Japanese. Let's see what else. You got the tribal one here. That's quite famous. A lot of people like that tribal.
It's gorgeous.
My favorite one is actually this dot right here, which is like the smallest thing ever, right?
So what's the story behind it?
It's my wedding. It's when I got married with my wife. We both got a dot, and when we touch our hands, our thumbs go right where the dot is. So it's kind of a union thing, you know. So we did that, and then we got the rings at the wedding. With, you know, we didn't really have a priest. It was not that kind of wedding, but we had a justice of peace kind of person there, and we had Jonathan Shaw is the tattoo artist that did the dot. So, and then after that, that did my kids' names kind of like Ozzy, inspired by Ozzy, of course. And then there's this one I did when I was drunk. I don't remember getting him. It's the Tasmanian devil eating the peace symbol. And then this one is from the movie The Last Temptation of Christ. This is the thorns of Jesus.
Very cool.
Yeah, and then this one is quite famous. The tribal neck one. It's where the power of the vocals come from.
That's the spot, the magic.
The
spot.
magic comes from that tattoo.
Very
Yeah.
fantastic. Well, sir, I have taken up so much of your time, and I appreciate you giving it because I could talk to you for hours.
All right.
You were absolutely amazing, so thank you very much.
All right, everybody out there, Max Cavalera, you're watching Tattoo.com. Stay metal.